Legacies, Episode 2, Season 3. So this is going to be spoilers. If you didn't watch it and then come back. So here's the thing about this show. First of all, I've never expected it to live up to the originals. Ever. Ever. I did expect it to be somewhat on the same level as the Vampire Diaries. And no. Um, But with that being said, I was actually surprised. This was a genuinely good episode. They didn't have to fight some sort of stupid monster of the week. It was actually a good episode. I'm still like surprised. Um so this episode is dealing with the fact that I guess whatever original deal or spell or something that the necromancer made, it was like null and void or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of convoluted, but the point is all the people who came back to life is starting to die again. I think that her name was Alyssa. That other guy that I don't remember his name, and Raphael. So throughout this episode, they're trying every trick in the book, every spell, everything in the book that they can do to save him. And Raphael at this point he's like, yo, listen, I just want to sit there and live my life, be with my family, be with my friends, be my brother, and that's it. They try to look for his dad, Raphael's dad, but he's not at the cabin for some reason. And he winds up going back to the he winds up going back to the Salvatore school, um, because Caleb thinks that Hope or Lizzie has a plan. Of course, this plan doesn't work, and we find out it doesn't work because, well, Landon is human. Um, the arrow that killed him, when he was brought back, it killed off the Phoenix part. So he doesn't actually have to worry about him dying because I think the necromancer said like technically he wasn't really dead, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But the idea was to siphon power from the Phoenix to, I don't know, use towards Raphael. I'm not gonna lie, I was like totally confused by that. Point is, it didn't work, and again, you find out that Landon is human. I'm not gonna lie, besides the fact that he was able to fly, what else was he able to actually do? He didn't have super speed, he didn't have strength. I mean, his only power was really resurrecting. So, okay, now I guess we're back to square one now. Um, Meanwhile, at some point, Sauceman, oh my god, I can't, hold on, what's his name? I'm not gonna lie, I just actually forgot his name. But Sauceman tries to track down Raphael's mother, so that way she can be with him in his time of need. But you find out through, I can't remember that guy's name, but like when one of the like werewolves or whatever are dying, they choose to die alone, and the pack is just like, yeah, you gotta do your own thing, go on your own terms. We don't deal with that. So that's pretty much how she is. Well, actually no, that's not it. Um, she just never. I guess she never thought that she was a good mother, and she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna really be good for him in his time of need now. I think that's part of the, yeah. I think that's still part of the Yeah, I wasn't wrong. I think that's still part of their mentality. But also it has a lot to do with the fact that she wasn't a good mother to him and probably the reason why she left. So it's a lot of emotions going on. But she leaves and the cop is like, she'll come back because she's a mother. Even though she's a werewolf, she's still a mother. Yeah, at some point, Caleb like compelled her to forget unless the time of need or something. I'm not gonna lie, it was just really convoluted. But the point is, they wind up finding a way to somewhat save him. They send him in some sort of pocket dimension. They used it, I think, in like season 2 or something like that, or season 1. I think it was season 2. But pretty much, he's like in his pocket dimension. And his dad is there, and his mom is there, and yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this episode because they didn't find some sort of like quick fix to like at the last minute to like some sort of Hail Mary. Like, it was like, no, he's gonna die. And this is literally the best option that we have. But it's also in a lot of ways just sending him away. So yeah, I gotta sit there and say that out of all the episodes that they've done, this is literally the best one. This one, like, I really feel like, since this is episode 2, if they would continue doing it this way instead of some stupid monster that they gotta sit there and try to fight, or some BS that you gotta sit there and do, I would sit there and say that this would be a good show. Of course, I would be wrong because I saw the previews and they're doing a. They're doing a damn musical. Okay? They're doing a damn musical. And, part. I kind of look at this and I was like, maybe because of the way this one ended off on such a somber note. Like, he didn't die, but he might as well have. I can see that they want to sit there and do a musical to kind of like lift people's spirits up and stuff, but like, a musical? Really? And if you saw the previews, they're doing from the first episode of The Vampire Diaries when Damon comes back to town. So, I mean, it should be. I mean, at least it's so bad. It's so bad, but I guess I can kind of take, like, laugh a little bit at some of the stuff that, like, went on. Like, if they start doing, like, some scenes from, like, The Vampire Diaries. Okay, that might be kind of, like, interesting, but still a damn musical. Oh, and by the way, so Alyssa and the Necromancer, his plan is to resurrect Malivore and have him do his bidding, and I don't know, I guess release a bunch of monsters or whatever back into the world, and he'll be like the dominant person or something, and Alyssa is helping him out with the plan because why not? Why not? She's a mean girl, and apparently on this show we like to sit there and reward mean girls. I'm not gonna lie, her character is so. I mean, besides the fact that she's just insufferable, listen, I get that she has certain gripes with them, but like, I mean, damn, she really doesn't like. She doesn't. When I guess the Pharaoh or whatever came out and said that one of them was gonna die, she didn't even bat an eyelash. I was like, wow, you do realize that you were the problem, right? um, Alaric. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I forgot his name. And I'm not gonna lie, out of all the episodes I've seen, this one was the only one that was like legit good. Um, Apparently there's also Trouble in Paradise for people that actually care about that. With Hope and Landon. Now that he's human, Hope was pretty much like, you can go back, you can go to the prison world with him. She pretty much wants to make sure that he's safe now that he's around a bunch of supernatural creatures and he doesn't have any powers, he can't resurrect himself. It's like, and he's upset because he felt like, I get this vibe that he feels like the only reason why she really wanted to truly be with him was because he was, a supernatural, like, supernatural species like her. And now that he's not, it's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It somewhat makes sense. I feel like he's kind of taken out of context. Like his feeling is that he's not special like her. So he doesn't, like, I guess, deserve to be with her. Like, she doesn't want to be with him anymore. But, she's being, like, realistic. Like, yo, if you pick a fight with a werewolf or a witch, you can die. So, like, I understand her fears. Anyway, apparently Josie's back in this next episode, so, she's going to talk about her mother that we haven't seen since the first season of the show, because, I don't really know what the reason behind that is. I should tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie, I don't know what the reason behind getting rid of Raphael. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the actor who plays Raphael is kind of a sexist. Like the woman's place belong in the kitchen and kind of that vibe. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that from a couple of people, and I'm just putting it out there. I know how the CW is with that whole, you know, giving people retroactive speeding tickets. Just look at the Flash. Anyway, if you could share this video, it would definitely help. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this episode. Did you actually like it? Was it actually a good episode, or was it just trash, just like the rest of them? I mean, be honest, this show is not as good as either of them. And the episodes have been trash so far. And one other thing I want to sit there and say, and this sounds pretty shitty, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Last episode I felt like it was a little bit better because Hope wasn't in it. And it's like Lizzie is a better character than Hope, but we put Hope as the main character, and I'm just like, did she really need to come back like this soon? Because I was kind of enjoying the show a lot more without her. I mean, listen, I'm going to always hold her responsible for the death of her mother and, kind of the death of her dad and her uncle. So she is never really going to be on my full graces. Until she does something that's just gonna completely blow my mind. But I don't feel like that's gonna happen. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in this comment section. I'll catch everyone in the next video.